Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today we will start Standard 12 Computer Subject Chapter number 3 Designing Simple Website Using Composer. Now this lesson will give you theoretical aspects, that what are the key factors you need to keep in your mind when you are designing the website. And we also prepare one website in the context of e-commerce, means from our website people try to purchase the product. So let's start our lesson discussion line by line. A website plays a very important role in business nowadays, because website is one type of your identity on the e-commerce platform, and it helps in presenting the business to the world so that people can able to identify you on a global platform. Website helps in promoting the business. You can able to expand your business, selling the products through website, attracting a large number of customers on your website. Therefore, it is important that the website should have good design techniques which will enable the company to get maximum amount of traffic and therefore making the maximum amount of profit. So if you want to go for get maximum amount of traffic, if you want to go for making maximum amount of profit, then you need to be focused that how your website available in front of people and how you can able to get maximum number of customers. Now let's learn the definition. Please underline if you have a textbook. Then a website is a collection of interlinked web pages for a specific purpose. Remember, website is always for specific purpose. Okay, without purpose website is not possible. So we have to think that it must be interlinked web pages for a specific purpose. The challenge, however, is in creating a website, that is, a website must be interactive, means you can able to communicate with website. Like for example, you have to input something and website needs to give you output of something. Website required to be user friendly and providing accurate and useful information. That is something very important, that website must provide you accurate information, useful information, so that the people's interest remain as it is. The website should be designed in such a way that the user finds the website informative and visit it repeatedly. So you have to design the website in a way that people visit the website again and again, so it will increase the popularity of your website. It should increase customer base. If the site is commercial, your website must be in a way that it increase the customer day by day, and it must be commercial. It must be commercial. Professionalism required to be exist in your website, so that number of customer will increase. Now this objective can be achieved if appropriate care is taken at the time of website designing. So you need to be think about the objective. Objective means the reason why you want to create website. So objective required to be achieved. Okay, if you take care at the time of designing the website. So this chapter discuss the general points to be considered while planning for a website, and then we will create a website using Composer and publish it on internet. Now we learn planning for the website. Now developing a good website is a project similar to any other project and requires detailed planning. So website is required detailed planning, step by step approach required. The better the planning, the chances of the success in terms of usefulness of the website is higher. So in other words, we can say that the desired goals for developing the website can be achieved. So you can able to achieve the desired goal. Okay, so in that way you need to be focused that your website must be helpful to you, whatever your goal that has to be achieved. Following are the important points which should be considered for developing a good website as a part of planning process. First, we have to go for purpose as a part of planning process. The purpose of the website, the reason should be clearly identified. Why you are creating website. Before creating a website, we should be clear with the definition and the goal of the website. Why you are creating website is called purpose or objective, and what you are able to achieve is considered as goal. A properly designed website will be helpful to the organization because it reflects the reputation of the organization, and the purpose for creating the website may be to provide information to a group of people, or it may be to attract the new customers, or it may be to sell the products online. All this you have to combine. Okay, all these you have to combine when you are creating a website. Because if new customers attract, that means the chances of successfulness in terms of profit making will always be very high. So the purpose of the website is either to attract new customer or to sell the products, or both. Now, having decided the purpose, the content and the layout of the website can be properly developed according to your purpose. You have to design your website, you have to keep the content, the layout, the color combination, all these must match with your purpose. The next is audience. Now, who will visit the website, or keeping whom in your mind you are creating a website is considered as an audience. Now, before we start with the designing part, we should know the expected user for the website. If I create website for my students, then the students are considered as audience. Other than students, everybody is called viewers. So the website should contain both general and detailed information. It should also contain specific and non-specific data. The proportion of the different type and extent of detail and specific information depends on the nature of the expected audience. What your audience expect from you, well, that matters a lot, because we have a specific and non-specific data. The user expectation from the websites are important to know what they expect, and on that way you can bifurcate specific and non-specific data. Result is called specific data, and non-specific data means the data which not relate to everybody in depth. General information that this year board exam will be there. Now every year it will be there. Okay, so you can say general information. Now the user expectation from the websites are important to know, and as it helps to develop the appropriate content and layout of the website. What your audience want, that you have to keep in mind, and accordingly you have to prepare the content and the layout. Now this also ensures that the website is useful and successful, because if you provide the information what your audience want, then the chances of your usefulness or successfulness will be very high. Another consideration is the speed of the connection that the expected user will have. Nobody likes to wait till your website open. People feel irritated if the app will not start or site will not open. So in case large graphic files are kept on the website, they will take a long time to download. See, in your website, if you keep animated items, videos, photographs and all those, it's true, it looks so nice. I agree with that, but it takes too much time to load. So user will become impatient, and while waiting for the large files, and then leave the website because user feels that the site is not working properly. Thus it is desirable that the website should contain minimal required graphics and multimedia files. Now the next is content. Now the website must contain complete and relevant information. Your website must contain the complete information and relate to your subject of the website. Because if you provide excessive use of irrelevant information, then it can be cause of frustration to the user as they are unable to seek the specific data. So they got frustrated. Also, if the information provided is incomplete, the user can leave the website because no one like incomplete information. Placing appropriate and relevant content will satisfy the user and sustain their interest in the website. If you provide appropriate information, okay, or if you provide relevant information, then there are chances that people will surely come to your website, visit your website again and again, and their interest will sustain. Their interest will remain as it is. Now the website content should be classified into general and detailed category. Say for example, if I search about some specific mobile phone, then in that case that specific mobile phone is considered as detailed information. So we need to observe all this carefully, and we have to bifurcate our information into general and detailed categories. Now we need to understand what is general and what is detailed category. Let's go for a browser and try to understand this. Till it open the browser, we will understand general content. Now the general contents provides an overview of the site, overall information, organization, products and service, and other items. Now brief descriptive information help user to determine what he is searching, and it directs to the appropriate specific data information about the other available items in the site. For example, if I open here Amazon.in, this is general, okay, where you can able to see, according to textbook, you are able to see the overview of the site, organization, product, service. But if you click on specific, it will provide you the detailed information. So when we say about general and detailed categories, here we have example. See, this is Amazon website. Now you are able to see the general list of products. Okay, now if you click on any specific product, say for example, if I click on this, then I will get the detailed information. This is detailed information. Okay, so general and detail both are different information. For example, if you search about mobile phone, then this is general information about mobile phone, where you have some minimum information, price and discount and photographs, that's it. But if you click on any specific mobile, then you will able to get the detailed information about that mobile. Say for example, if I click on this mobile information, then now it will provide me the information about Samsung Galaxy M51. Now I can go in detail. See, this is detailed information. So again repeat, general content provides the overview of the site or organization or overview about the products and service and other items. Brief descriptive information helps user in determine what he is searching, and it directs to the appropriate specific data and informs about other available items at the site. So you will get other information about the site, some contact details and all those. Whereas when we say about detailed content provides user with the detailed information on the site, like detail about the product or services or description. The layout of the site must ensure easy access to the detailed information and specific information they seek. For example, if I want only information about Samsung Galaxy M51, then it must provide me that information, nothing else. So in this situation, we need to be very particular when we design the website. The another information is the text paragraph should always be kept at reasonable length. On the website, if you provide so many paragraphs, lengthy paragraphs, nobody interested to read it. Okay, so if there is a lot of content to be displayed on a web page, then try to split, I mean to say divide into small text blocks, and this way visitors will be easily able to pick out the content they need to know. So divide the paragraph into small blocks, okay, and user will go to that particular block what user wants. For example, you can see here it's divided into small blocks. All this information can be the part of one paragraph, but it divide. If you still go further, then see these are the blocks. So user will directly focus on the block what user want. For example, somebody just want to know about warranty, then directly go to warranty detail and can read about that. So by that way you can divide the information into small text blocks. The navigation in the website should also be made as easy as possible. Then the question comes, navigation means what? Moving from one page to another page is called navigation. It must be easy. It should be easy so that user knows where he is and how go back to the home page. For example, if I want to move to say camera category, then I have to just click over here camera, and if I click, I will move to camera page, and it provide me the information about the cameras. Clear? Okay. Now how to go to home page? As you can see here on the left corner, Amazon.in is mentioned, so I have to click over there. Simple. So I go to the home page. So these kind of things require to be easy. Ensuring that appropriate information, general and detail, is available and easily accessible, and ensure that site can serve its intent purpose for what the site is made. A website is a valuable tool for businesses and other organizations when composed of right material, that is content. As with other tools, the website can perform an outstanding job. So here it says that website must perform outstanding job, because if the website serve the information what audience want, then automatically the popularity of the website increase. We have examples of YouTube. Okay, popularity is increasing day by day, and that is why the maximum people try to search about the video on YouTube. The last point in the planning process is medium. Now more and more people are using internet through smartphones and tablets. So the website design should scale for all the device like computers, smartphones and tablets. So it says that if you create a website, then you have to see that your website must open in all the devices, computer, smartphone and tablets. Some people, when they prepare the website, they not check the usefulness of the visibility of the website. Say for example, website open in computer properly, but the same website will not open properly in laptop, or we can say tablets, or we can say mobile, because the website must be scaled according to viewer screen size. And also the website should be designed keeping in mind that it is well displayed in all the popular web browsers like Mozilla Firefox, Chrome, Opera, Internet Explorer. These all are the popular browser. At least in these popular browser you need to check whether the website open properly or not. If it open properly, there is no issue. Otherwise you need to find out the reason that why it not open in different devices and different browsers, and solve the problem, because you never know who will open your website in which instrument, in which browser. It's a choice of a viewer. Okay, fine. Now the next is creating a simple website using Composer, that we will discuss in the next lecture. And you can able to write your review, or you want to suggest anything, most welcome. Your doubts also most welcome in comment section. I'll be waiting for your comments and suggestions. Okay, till then, please take care of yourself, students. God bless you. Thank you.